Hey guys, excited to be here with you today. I was thinking today, honestly, with my boys and I just send and text each other all the time about sports, basketball, baseball, football, whatever it may be. Many times disagreeing about one thing or another that happened in a game or something like that. But either debating or all on the same page. But we're texting each other about that stuff all the time, and I got to thinking to myself, I'm just so glad I'm not a pro. So what do you mean? Well, the thing about being a pro Christian is that you kind of get to where everything is kind of, what would you say, kind of rigid, kind of tough to get moving, if you will. The professional Christian knows exactly what to say, when to say it, how to say it. A professional Christian is going to hold emotion in and going to look like they're completely put together. I'm glad I'm not a professional Christian. Now, obviously, I believe, and I'm a strong Christian in my beliefs. But here's the thing. I don't want to be so rigid that I can't love God with everything that I have. I don't want to be so professional that I sometimes can't just lay on the ground and cry out to God. I don't want to be so rigid in front of people that I'm not able to dance or sing when God gets a hold of me. I don't want to be so professional that I forget how people may be doing, or how they're living their lives, or what's going on in their lives, or their story. I don't want to be so professional that I can't be reached by the average person. I don't want to be so professional that I can't be loving to the people who need it the most, or reach out to the people who need it the most. You see, you can become a professional Christian. Everything's crisp and clean, and everything's exactly as it should be and placed in the right spot. And this is not about holiness. This is about presentation. And I don't want to be that. I want to be someone that God can trust to love his people. Don't you want that? I think I'll stick to the AAA and AA instead of trying to get to the pros when it comes to that. Now, certainly we want to be professionals when it comes to getting in that word and spending time in that word. But even then, sometimes I don't want to be straight-laced. I want to just run through that word. I want to throw those words up in the air and grab them and put them in my heart and put them in other people's hearts, and be silly sometimes and run around and dance sometimes and laugh sometimes and sing sometimes. Being professional and all it's cracked up to be. Just want to be one of God's servants, serving him on a daily basis and loving his people. Can't we all be that? Instead of trying to be the professional Christian, let's be a loving and godly believer in Jesus Christ who has a great time in the Word of God, telling people about his saving grace, telling people about his cross. What do you say? What do you say? We won't be professionals. We'll be what God's called us to be. We'll be servants. Love you guys.